What's up, everyone? You're listening to Rival and Queen. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Sarah. And today we're here together with you.
We're back. The sun is shining. It's Thursday.
We're bringing you some.
I'm feeling silly.
I can sense that energy, and I really, really, really like it.
I even showed up to the studio without my laptop today, just because.
You're on
It's like, meh.
You're on like the divine feminine route of like living on the wild side.
I mean, we're here to talk. I brought myself. That's all I need.
That's actually
my mind.
all that we need. We just show up here, and you know what? We'd make it. Even if neither of us came with computers, we probably would have just
we'd figure it out.
Use our phones or just have audio. And you know what?
We'd be here regardless. You would be hearing us because that's just the magic.
That is the magic. I like this vibe for you though. Please just keep going on the like laissez-faire. That's actually how I'm
usually the opposite of like more strong.
So this is how I've been traveling lately. Is like, screw it. I'm not getting stressed. Can I tell you my last 2 trips to Newfoundland? The first one I forgot a razor and
your hair products
and like a straightener or curling iron, which I only realized after I washed my hair and dried it. So then I just had like floofy hair with no way to style it. And I was there for a week.
Okay.
And so I had like meetings all week. Yeah, basically I was like, I could call someone or I could just put my hair in braids and go with it.
You could,
and the no razor was hilarious.
Slick back.
I know, but that felt like such a commitment for 4 days.
Or went and got a blowout.
It was we were too late. Like I had like 8 a.m.
You noticed at the very, very, very last.
Like I went straight to like style my hair in the morning to go to work. And I was like, oh, nope.
Did you, just out of curiosity, did you try asking the hotel? Like, did they have those things on hand?
I didn't try asking the hotel. I will tell you, our friend of ours, Sarah Pike, was there, and she's got had something. Bag. Well, she didn't have her glam bag.
What?
She actually was like, shocking. I brought nothing. But there was people in the hotel that if I really wanted, I could have asked. But I more so in this laissez-faire attitude was like, whatever. But the razor, can I tell you, by the end of the week,
you could have gone to the drugstore.
I know. Listen, I could have fixed all these problems, and I did think about it.
Now I'm staring at your legs.
Yeah, my legs probably need to be shaved right now. Okay. No, they could be shaved. But it was, these beautiful sunny days in St. John's, which never happens. I only had a couple of tank tops. It was under the armpits. That was really bad. That I was like, this is embarrassing. I was keeping my arms by my side in every situation.
I have to say, some people don't want to shave. We choose, Sarah and Ashley, we like to stay well shaved, well groomed. Preference.
That is my preference.
But there's nothing worse, even if you just have like a little shadow or stubble and you're at the gym or something and you've suddenly forgotten. I hate that.
I
hate legs. I don't care. Underarms. Oh,
I know. I'm
for myself. I'm not talking about other people, but for me, I get so upset.
Well, and what happened in this instance is I hadn't shaved prior to going. And so, anyways, my armpit hairs have never been this long before. It was very funny.
Laissez-faire.
That was that one. And then the last one, I brought no phone charger and no headphones. Anyways, whatever. I got through it.
So you need like this Newfoundland checklist. Shave, razors.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Chargers.
I basically, with these things, I bought an extra. Yeah,
imagine that.
I've just bought extras and I've kept in my bag. But also the lesson from this is like, I don't care. We're going through life.
And that's like you're lucky. You could access those things if you needed. You're not in like, that's like when my tooth fell out.
Yeah. Ashley. Okay. Also, congratulations, Ashley. You just got 2 new teeth today.
I'm done my Invisalign and my crowns. The cosmetic stuff is done. But on my way to Montreal for my birthday weekend, on the long weekend, had a lovely time. Flew there to meet Jeff by myself. Had my little Porter snacks. Was watching something on my phone. Chewing a piece of gum.
Had your headphones in.
Yeah, had my headphones in. Chewing a piece of gum. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Because as soon as you put when the tooth falls out, which was a temporary crown, there's a gap in your mouth, essentially. And I just calmly.
I was shocked that calmly was your reaction.
Yeah, because
not like, oh, my tooth.
No, I was like, it's not in my gum, which is good. Yes, then I was picturing trying to pull it out anyway. And I didn't swallow it. That was also reaction.
Very good.
And I just pulled my mask down. I looked at it, I turned it around and I just shoved it in. I was like, oh, it's back in.
You clicked it back into place. That's amazing.
Yeah, I clicked it back in, and both of us know a bunch of different dentists, and one of my good friends and orthodontist, Dr. Emmanuel. I was like, as soon as you get there and you'll call Dr. Valley, just call everyone and ask what you should do. Anyways, I got lots of great responses and recommendations, but I went to the concierge at the Fairmont and I just asked, like, do you know any dentists that are, I didn't tell him what happened at first.
You weren't like, my tooth popped off. I need help.
Like, yeah. He said, there's 2, I can call them for you and see if they have any availability. And I was like, okay, well, and then I kind of explained to him. Anyways, he called and I went up literally less than 10 minutes to a place in the building. The lady, Dr. Tudor, fixed me up, popped it on, and I was out of there in like 10 minutes, $40 later.
The gods smiled upon you, because that is a true tooth emergency. I mean, a toothache's a tooth emergency, but that's pretty bad when one of your front teeth is suddenly missing. It looks weird.
I didn't look. That was my thing.
Oh, okay.
Even when I got the work done and he was doing the temporaries, he's like, you don't need to look.
I have lost a tooth before. One of mine has popped off. Again, not a real, like my tooth hasn't gone, but my
veneer.
But this was a temporary one as well. And I was not somewhere where I could access a dentist. And my stepfather was like, you could try to super glue it on if you want.
Well, and Andrew told me that you could
use, it did not work.
Toothpaste as a hack, just to make it a little bit
more
stickier.
Secure.
He said, I don't know if it will work, but I've heard. But then this dentist in Montreal gave me a little emergency powder. She's like, you just mix that with a little bit of water, like pop it in. Yeah. Anyways, now the full blown ones are on, and Dr. Valley was like, once these are on, they're on. So I think that,
Ashley, can I say your new teeth look fabulous? It's been a 5-6 months. It's been a very quick journey with the Invisalign.
Yeah, so, I started the near the end of November. So we're here at the end of May.
I can't believe you're done.
Done, baby.
Shout out to Paradigm. I actually was thinking that. I'm like, so great that you started. You never have to wear anything ever again.
I know, just my retainers at night.
Well,
but that's okay.
God love you. Okay, so now that you've started off your birthday weekend by losing your tooth.
I know, never a dull moment.
What actually, we haven't done a full recap of your birthday. So I want to hear, tell me everything about the wonderful city of Montreal.
Birthday was good. 35. Montreal was great. It was so hot. There was this insane heat wave and tornado and thunder warnings and all this weird weather, I think, that hit like Quebec and Ontario. But it was nice. We ate a lot, drank a lot, just kind of everyone kept asking. I think I mentioned this before, what we had planned, what we were doing, and we didn't. And I saw the Barbie Museum. I know your sister and her now fiance. Shout out to their newly, what do you call it?
I don't know. They're taking the next step in their relationship.
They're moving things on to marriage.
Congratulations.
But this was at night, so it wasn't open. But I thought, if that's on my mind tomorrow or I walk by again, we'll go. But I was kind of in the mood of just. You
didn't want to commit. That is nice sometimes.
And Old Montreal has beautiful stores, like beautiful home decor, not art galleries, but like art stores. And then we went, is it Notre Dame that there's this one area, probably 10-15 minutes, which is like insane coffee shops, cafes.
I'm making notes.
But there's a whole street, Jeff will remember, and it's all basically consignment and vintage stores. And it's long. Like I'm talking like hundreds of stores. So that was fun just to go in and.
Okay, I want the list because I'm going to Montreal in whatever, 2 weeks, I don't know. Yes. But I want to go do that.
It was cool. So I find there's a lot of interesting things to see and do in Montreal. Went down at the port, I guess. I think that was my first time down where the cruises come in.
Now that you've told me this, I'm just going to book an extra day for myself, by myself there, because I think I'll enjoy it.
It was so nice.
Yeah, I'm going to
eat lots of ice cream.
Listen,
I was really in the mood for ice cream.
I'm like surprised by that, and I love that. That makes me happy that your birthday weekend, you're like, ice cream, bring it on, baby.
Yeah, and it was so warm that I was just in the mood. And when it's my birthday, I'm like, I want it. Whatever I want, fries, ice cream.
You get it.
Champagne. Yeah. Got it.
Very obsessed with champagne and French fries lately. I haven't been having it, but I haven't been drinking a lot lately. But the only thing I do want to drink when I do is like champagne.
Yeah. I realized too, speaking of drinking, is I can't drink hard liquor anymore.
I'm over it. I just I pass.
If I had 2 vodka sodas straight up, I'd be dead. Dead, gone.
I'm uninterested. When people,
the vodka soda, the mixed stuff, we love the propeller ones and a few others. Like they're just refreshing. I feel fine. I feel fresh.
When I was in Costa Rica, I did not get drunk once, which is fine. But like, I would not do a shot of hard liquor as people were like buying shots in groups and partying. I was like, absolutely not. I'm like, just out.
I had one margarita. That was the only thing I had. And then as soon as I had drank that, I was like, I'm drunk. That's a problem. I think it's just the tolerance is.
Our tolerance is gone. So we just can't do it anymore. And then it's like annoying.
No, and I could have like 2-3 glasses of wine throughout the evening and I'm fine. I feel nothing. I'm good.
We're lightweights. How do we get this? Do we have to solve this problem or we just roll with it?
Well, I have to.
I'm not solving it.
Let's just rewind and flash back to when we all went to Nashville together and we were drinking large, those big plastic cups full of vodka soda.
Was that what we were drinking?
Oh yeah.
That might explain why there's
lapses in your memory.
Huge lapses in my memory. Huge lapses in my memory. Actually, now I'm remembering.
We were good at. You were good at making sure. Okay, water, vodka, water, and I think that's the key.
You gotta mix in a few H2Os.
That's the key.
However, I will still say after.
Take it from a 35-year-old.
I've got you're so much wisdom.
Advice on the alcohol hangover.
Okay, can you just tell me though the best places you ate in Montreal? Because I need to know, and anyone going there wants to know.
Oh, my favorite place, hands down, was Melisse.
Okay.
Which we went to for brunch, but I think they're open all day. I'm not sure.
All right, I'm going.
That was recommended to me, I think, from at least 1, maybe 2 people through Instagram. Thank you. And the brunch was just phenomenal. So good.
Okay. That's what I want.
So good. It was fresh. Like, I think it was sourdough bread that they obviously make, a tabbouleh Greek bulgur side, which is interesting but delicious, and some poached eggs and some delicious bacon.
This is making me so happy just listening to you talk about food like this.
And they had the doors open and everything's very white and the patio was busy, the air was flowing, the mimosas were flowing. I took an iced Americano, which I did post about on Instagram.
Yeah.
Get that. Iced Americano. It was literally, I don't know what he put in it, but it was the best. It tasted like ice cream, a splash of cream.
Oh,
heaven. I know Sarah's on a juice cleanse.
But like, I'm doing my seasonal juice cleanse right now, which I've decided I need because every time the seasons change, I get so confused. My body has no idea what to eat. This is how I fix it.
Is that, I don't know.
It fixes it for me. I sort of like, I'm like clean slate and then I know what I want to eat again.
Yeah, it does remove cravings, kind of, I find.
I go,
anything. Like you could eat a banana tomorrow morning and that would take in nut butter or something and banana and you probably like, taste amazing.
It does taste well. And I'll also say, so first of all, to close the loop on the Montreal conversation, I'm now going to Melisse. You've planned a day. I'm staying an extra day. Thank you. Anyone who wants Montreal tips, DM Ash. But so the juice cleanse, I've realized I get into these habits at the end of the season. Oh, tell me.
You gave me the Mandy's cookbook.
Yeah.
And I went
to
Mandy's.
Okay, I was thinking I wanted. Did you like it? Should I go?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just they have nailed the decor.
Okay, I'm going to Mandy's.
Everything's pink, yellow, green, plants everywhere, and it's a very feminine vibe. At least the one I went to, because there's several, but you would love it.
Okay.
Anyways, it made me want to go to health. Go to health.
I'm having
home and open an Ashley's. Look,
that's maybe the next business. Okay, I'm into that.
I'm not saying no.
We're not saying no. Well, now I'm going. I'm doing my seasonal juice cleanse. What happens? This happens every season. I'm just realizing and learning it and like saying it because it's now documented. I start eating weird junk food a lot. Not a lot, but like I started eating
You're
more
also
candy.
Traveling too. Don't you find that throws you off?
That has fucked me up to no end.
And then you have to just grab stuff just to survive.
This is the thing. So I'm super laissez-faire about like, maybe I'll show up with no clothes. That could happen. I also forgot clothes when I went to Costa Rica, but like, I brought 9 bathing suits and 2 dresses, very poorly packed. But when I go to Newfoundland, I'm so particular about food because you cannot get a smoothie downtown or fresh juices. And like
Ashley needs to go to Newfoundland.
Yes, Ashley needs to go to Newfoundland because I just can't eat like a fried egg sandwich every day. I'll just die. Like
you
I
have to
can't
be in
do
the mood
it
for that. You don't want to just like that's the only
I also
option.
don't want to eat that 5 days in a row.
No.
So I get
I've heard
there.
that about Newfoundland. It's not as healthy.
It's not. The accessibility of food is not as healthy. And I don't love eating out at restaurants every day. So here's what I do. I go to the grocery store as soon as I arrive. I get like a 2 liter of water. I buy a bunch of juices, like the greenhouse ones from Sobeys.
Mhm.
I buy apples and I buy a bag of nuts and Lara bars.
Yeah, you need
and
snacks.
that's basically, those are my breakfast and or sometimes lunches. But that's because it does screw me up. So that's the other thing with the juice cleanse. Anytime my diet gets like super weird and I can't like get back on track, a juice cleanse is like a good reset.
Yeah.
So
I just thought of
into it.
Friends who that live in my building. They're probably not listening, but Kale and Jen, they did a juice cleanse. They just did the Blue Nose. And they said that they share a juice cleanse.
No.
Did you hear the story?
No.
And then they eat a dinner and then they have wine.
Yeah, so Kale was telling me they each do 3 in the morning. They
skip breakfast.
They skip breakfast, do 3 in the morning, and maybe they have a snack in the afternoon, and then they have dinner. But Kale told me he's having pizza for dinner, and then last night he was drinking beer. And I was like, you are on the weirdest juice cleanse I've ever seen, but like I love it.
I could get down.
That's our kind of juice cleanse.
To do like, which you're allowed if you're hungry, have vegetables, have fruit, healthy things. I don't think you're supposed to have really protein, caffeine, alcohol for sure.
No.
But I could do that breakfast, lunch, or have like a salad. You know what I mean? Just kind of replace a few meals with the juice because it is expensive to do.
I couldn't do it. They're doing it for 2 weeks. Like God.
Oh, they're still doing it.
They're doing it for 2 weeks. I could not
Okay.
do that. I'm like 2 days max, 3 days too much. But 2 days is the hot seat. But yeah, shout out to Kale and Jen who just really reworked the juice cleanse into the most amazing thing I've ever heard. I think our listeners could get on board with the juice cleanse in the morning, pizza at night. I wanted pizza so bad last night.
Yeah.
Also,
this weekend.
Yeah, that's like Friday night. That's happening. Last time we went to the Wanderers game in the quarterfinal championship for the Canadian Cup. I think that's right. Mark, is that right? Yes. And shout out to the Wanderers. They lost, but they played so well. And literally it was down to the last like 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the game. They played awesome. But here's what I've come to find out. So for all the single girls out there, listen to me. The place that you want to go to meet men this summer, and like I'm going every week. Well, maybe not every week. Hopefully it's effective, is the Wanderers game. Because there are lots of men there and they're roaming around and you can chat with them. And it like this, I think, is
so many people.
This is the hottest like
tip.
This is the hottest tip in dating right now. I have to tell you, ladies, get to the Wanderers game on a sunny evening or sunny afternoon. That's the pool.
Yeah. And don't worry about sitting in your seats.
Don't sit in your seats. Get to like
Roam.
Get to the end zone. It's not the end zone, but get to the end where you can roam around. There's bars. Mark's dying laughing.
Patio.
Get to the patio out by the kitchen.
Kind of standing room, behind the goal post.
Anyways, clearly, before the next Wanderers game, I'll be doing a lesson to just make it seem like I should be there.
And get tickets in the patio. Lots of bars.
Lots of men.
Equal beer and soccer equal men.
Apparently, this is like the greatest life
we
hack.
Validated it.
And like good-looking men.
Life hack.
Good-looking men.
Good-looking men.
Listen, it is a life hack because you can't often get that many men where you can also talk to them all. Whereas like, it's way too loud in a bar. You can't mingle around as much. Yeah. Like this is like, shout out. The Wanderers have set up the ultimate dating scenario.
So if you're looking for Sarah, she will be behind the net in the patio. Yeah. I said goalpost. My brain's not working. It's all right. It just came to me. It's called a net. Yeah.
So I think this is
we saw Mark there and he was looking good. Our producer.
Yeah, he was.
He was looking fresh.
I love the jean jacket he had on. Listen, there's some great looking men there, ladies. Just get out there.
And some great looking women.
I have to say. So
and we had a ball thanks to the Wanderers. Shout out to Dylan for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you. We have so much fun. They're great. That's like such a treasure in Halifax, I think.
It is a treasure.
It's a treasure.
It is. Actually, my brother, well, who most of you know now lives in the States, but it was on TV there, was streamed somewhere because he turned it on and was like, this is insane.
Well, and also, did you see did I repost this? I don't know.
I think that's whatever that was on is what he was watching.
Yeah, it was broadcast. And one of our friends screenshot it because in one clip you can see Mark, our producer, a couple of his best friends.
Profanities.
Yeah. And then you could just see my forehead and hat behind like their shoulders. And that was my big claim to fame moment on national broadcast.
In the end zone, Sarah Murphy.
In the end zone. Man, I need an education on sports.
That's okay.
Whatever.
It will come to you.
Maybe one of the men that I meet there will teach me.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Wank, wank. All right. So sometimes we forget to do this, Sarah.
We forgot last time.
We forget, but we're being laissez-faire.
We laissez-faire gals in the summer.
If it doesn't, it doesn't.
But this time it's happening.
But this time we've made a conscious decision to talk about it. And that's our monthly favorite.
I just for a second was like, oh shit, is she talking about something else?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't know if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Which I've actually thought not about.
Okay.
So I can't wait to hear yours.
Do you want me to start or you start?
No, obviously I want you to start.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start with song.
Oh.
There's two I'm super into right now. First of all,
I know mine.
Kokomo by Beach Boys. I'm really into the Beach Boys right now. I think it's the vibe, the sunny, sunshine. And I'm into Babe by Taylor Swift, which is not a particularly happy song, but it was re-released on her Red album. Die Hard Swiftie.
I haven't heard that.
It's good. It brings up the feels. So there we go. How about you there?
Do you know the comedian Nikki Glaser?
Yeah.
She's really funny.
Sometimes she's really funny. And sometimes she's a miss for me, but she's super crass. I kind of like that. I think that's funny.
Yeah. Well, she has a reality show.
Amazing.
Shocking. Anyways, she's obsessed with Taylor Swift. Like next level. Ooh. All she does is talk about Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift.
So mine's a Miranda Lambert song, and I just don't want to. I think it's I don't want to say it wrong. If I was a cowboy.
I like that song.
I know.
It is good. It is good.
I went to Dartmouth and I was like, this just, I don't know. Her voice is beautiful.
Beautiful.
So I'm really into that. Really into Miranda Lambert.
Miranda Lambert. Here we go. Favorite food right now?
What is? Last week Jeff was away all week and I ate. Well, I told you. I don't think you talked about this, but I barbecued cod for the first time. I know. I wrote you and I was like, you know what?
I remember this. We didn't talk about it.
I've never cooked it, but it was amazing.
I've never barbecued cod. I'm loving this idea.
Because I didn't want to stink up my apartment.
You're right. I bake cod for that reason. Yeah. Fresh it doesn't.
And I just just some garlic and oil and a little butter and salt and pepper and tinfoil. And it was
Très bien. Chef's kiss.
But that's not my favorite. That just came to me.
Oh, I love that. But that's a good inspo. Okay. Can I tell you what mine is while you keep thinking?
Yes.
So I have not made this yet, but I'm going to. A friend of mine told me that they explained to me how they make beef and tuna tartare at home, which I feel like is a dangerous food to make on your own. Because I always have the sentiment of I'd rather buy it because I'm worried that I'm going to poison myself.
Fair.
So, but he assured me I can do this.
Is he a chef?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I've been very into, that's my favorite food to use, raw meat. Why? But it's true.
I like raw fish.
So tuna tartare I've been very into. So I'm going to actually try to make it this week. So stay tuned.
For yourself.
For myself. Let's see how it goes. But that's.
Don't you just need citrus?
That's ceviche. That's something even different.
Okay.
No, there's minimal acid on this.
I'm just picturing if you buy fresh tuna raw.
Yeah.
You just eat it. There's preparation?
Yeah, there's preparation. You do you get an egg in there. Listen.
I did not know that.
There's recipes. But so I'm gonna try this. I've been eating so much tartare food, whatever.
I had sushi
so good.
And it was delicious.
So that's my favorite now.
Yeah, I don't really have any favorites. I was really, 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 really into burgers
during Burger Week.
Like I couldn't stop thinking about burgers.
Well, you told me too that the black sheep burger is still on the menu.
Yes.
So
for all of you Burger Bash lovers, I was at the Black Sheep for lunch and they did rename it. So it's not called the same, whatever it's called for Burger Bash, but it's the bacon mushroom one.
All right. Well, sign me up. Maybe that can't be my first meal. I'll throw up, but
no, don't eat that.
I'll be so
Ease
sick.
yourself in.
But like,
have a salad for the love of God.
Yeah, maybe I'll have that. I love it. So good. Okay. Favorite product. I don't know what mine is as I'm saying these things to you. Oh, I do.
Oh, I do too. Mine's sunscreen.
Oh,
Super Goop. My friend Allie told me about it. And now when I watch like Selena Marchand, who's a makeup artist, a bunch of people keep posting about it. And now I feel like I'm with it.
You're with it.
It's clear and it goes on so nicely and it's SPF 40. You can get it at Sephora. This is not,
an advertisement.
We wish it was. If you want it to be, it's possible.
It is possible.
But I've been loving that because I've bought so many different facial sunscreens and I fucking hate them.
I know. I found one I really
they're
like.
Expensive, and then they pill and they get cakey and they're. Bleh.
You do need to like take them home and try them with your makeup. Yeah. I agree. I found one. I have the Shiseido. How do you say it?
Shiseido? No.
Yeah, Shiseido or something.
Yeah. I know.
I have that one because there's no oil in it, and that works well for me. But that's the only one I found that I like.
Well.
So Super Goop. I've been told it's amazing.
Yeah, and my girl, the budget dermatologist, who I follow and love like all her videos, she highly recommends it. So
okay, well, so on this idea, I'm on the same vein. My new favorite product is a new moisturizer.
Here, I've been using this one. This one?
Yes.
The taller.
But yes, so it's but listen to why I'm so amped about this.
Okay.
So first of all, it came, if any of you remember, I had like this epic advent calendar at Christmas time, the Bay one that was like, I was getting full size, like $100 products in it. Crazy. This is one of the products in here. And I'm on this kick of clearing out my space and not having extras. So when I ran out of my last moisturizer, I was like, I'm not buying any more till I get through all of these like moisturizers that came in this box. And so I tried this, the Toleriane one.
I think it's
Toleriane. It's not spelled that way.
But that's how the budget dermatologist says it because she loves this product.
Okay.
La Roche-Posay.
By La Roche-Posay, which you can get at the drugstore.
Yeah.
And it's only like $30. And here's what I'm also on. Guys, we're experiencing inflation. It's very real. And so where I can switch things that suddenly this is half the cost in my old moisturizer, I'm like, this is just something I don't notice and is a huge bonus that I found something I love. It's half the cost. And I'm like, as I like decided to use this, I was like, there, I'm putting some money away for inflation.
That's right. But if you want to splurge on something else,
it's not the $30, but it is like, I like making those switches. I think that's good.
It's easy to get. It's accessible. You can get it at the drugstore, which I love.
And no oil in it. So it doesn't hurt my lashes. So
is that the one? I think mine's for sensitive skin.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the one that just came. Yeah, it is for.
And that's why the budget dermatologist, I don't know her name, but that's her handle. But she's a board certified, like a full-on dermatologist in the US, but she recommends products based on ingredients and how they're effective versus expensive things.
I love it.
So
okay, favorite experience, because I've got one.
Mine was Montreal.
Oh, of course.
I mean, just to get out and be in a city around so many people. I was saying to Sarah how I've been away a few times, but I haven't really been on the streets in a city shopping. Florida
haven't hit the streets.
I haven't been hitting the streets, and it felt good. It was nice, and it honestly made me realize Halifax is a growing city. We've got lots happening. It's good, but how small Halifax is.
It's like insane. A neighborhood of Montreal.
Yeah, you just forget these streets like that. You go down St. Catharines and then Notre Dame and then the other one won't remember right now. But kind of these more hip, cool areas with cool shopping, cool restaurants. It's like you're driving for 20 minutes up this
crazy
street and you just realize how many restaurants and how many stores and how many people there are.
Yeah, that's why you live in a neighborhood, because you can't just take the whole thing in.
You can't.
That's like London. Like
Halifax, you can.
You can, yeah. And I don't, but you can.
I mean,
I would get swallowed up in a big city, maybe.
And down Lower Water Street, like it's our job.
I was just gonna say, like,
maybe
it is our
Spring
job.
Garden the odd day.
Man, I was like cruising around Spring Garden the other day, up and back. You would have been proud of me. I had a great time. I think I
you
went
can
up
see
and
the
back
city.
3 times.
North End, South End, downtown.
I know you can walk the whole city. You can. It's crazy. You're right. And we don't.
What's yours?
Okay, my new favorite experience. I've just discovered this, and this isn't an accessible experience. This is my experience. I told Ashley yesterday, realized that I can get up in the morning and go into the hot tub and into the pool in my building. And so I've started doing that, and it is like the sun just shines on it there. So I've been going out with like, I haven't had coffee the last 2 days because of juice cleanse, but a morning drink, a tea. And I sit there with my feet in the pool and just literally like soaking up the sun, or I get in the hot tub for 10 minutes. It's so quiet. I can see the water, and being outside, just soaking up sun for like a half hour in the morning is my new favorite experience. I loved it. I just like lay there
from our studio where I sit at that end of that pier in those colorful chairs. And in
Maybe
the morning,
I'll come there.
The flag, which we can see blowing, doesn't even move because in the morning it's so calm. It's the calmest part of the day.
It is. And it is quiet in the Halifax boardwalk in the morning. Like there's not a soul till 10. Man, even on the weekends, there's no one really around then lunchtime hits
and shit's popping off.
But so I was so in love with the sunshine that I then went out, took my book, went and walked along the boardwalk and I laid on a bench. Obviously, I could not be bothered to sit and read my book while laying. So I was like, whatever. People think I'm insane. I don't care.
I live here.
But that's I was like, this is my home.
Do what I want.
I'm not sitting up on the bench outside of my building. I'm gonna lay here and read.
Stop me.
I love it. Ash, this is so fun.
This is so fun. We've got some exciting things coming.
Yeah, for anyone listening, this is like a truly of the moment thing. This episode comes out on Thursday. The very next day, we're doing a charity ride. Ashley's hosting this for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Yes.
And it's
going to be
Rival at 6:30 p.m. So on Friday, if you're in Halifax, you want to come, you can sign up on the Our Studios app. There's also a Pilates class on Sunday at 4:00.
Yeah. So if you don't or have never been to our studios, you can just make an account and then DM us your name and email and we'll get you added. Since there's no need to purchase a class or anything, you can just show up at $5, $10, $20, whatever. And there'll be some Vivo, some refreshments, some healthy, some drinks just to make it a little more fun. And if you want to donate $50 or more, take a picture and DM us and we'll add you. We've got a little draw and you can come and hang out with me and Sarah. Lucky you.
And the studio will be extra fun.
Extra fun. We'll have some Luvos and maybe some snacks.
Some snacks? I wonder if we can get Chex Mix from the States. Just joking.
We'll try.
Oh, I love you guys so much. I love everyone in this room.
Have a beautiful Thursday, Friday Eve, as we like to say, and we'll see you next week.
Bring the vibe. We love ya.